let me tell you guys a story, all right? So, as a kid, I always got into fights, you know. It's not something I'm inherently proud of, you know. It's just something that happened.
What? Cap.
Well, all right. To say that it just happened is kind of stupid, right? So, I think a better way to explain it would be I never looked for fights. I never looked for problems, you know. So, growing up African, there was so many things that would get me just heated, you know. Either it was the African booty scratcher, or oh, go back to your country, or oh, you smell like African, like, you know, like it was you live in huts. All that kind of shit was so fucking annoying. It used to take a little bit to get me all like angry, and like it was so blind rage. I wouldn't care who was in the way. I wouldn't care what everyone else was doing. I would just lunge at the person and just start like, start like going in on them like crazy, you know? And usually every time like a fight like that would happen, we would both get suspended. And I think I got suspended in a year like more than like, it had to be more than like 7 times, or maybe even 8. I've been to so many different kinds of schools, and it got annoying, you know, getting suspended. And then it was always, oh, you should never fight back, never fight back, you know. And I remember always as a kid, like, what do they mean by don't fight back? If someone takes a piss, like if someone pees on you,
Hold up. Wait a minute.
or if someone like let's say you're walking and someone just flats out like threatens you and then starts punching you, are you just supposed to just stand there and take that? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people nowadays are so sensitive, and they're so not used to like losing or not having their way, you know? And as a kid, I always thought like this makes no sense. This person started throwing racist remarks at me, or started going at my family or something like that. And then they start like trying to push me, and then they physically engage it, you know? And then I'll fight and I'll do all that. Then I'll get suspended, and then I'll get sent home. And you know what, African parents, getting suspended is not something you want to be doing all the time. And that was basically me. After I just fought somebody, I have to go home and explain myself and then get punished for that, you know? And I was just, after everything was done, and I was, I was crying in my room, you know? You know how all those kids cry, and then they, in between sentences, they're like, I, I, I did nothing wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. You know how kids be like that sometimes? Like, I swear to God, I never understood why I got in trouble also, you know? But as I got older, I started to reflect, you know? I started to look back, like, was I like a little dickhead? Was I like some like junior douche or something? Did I say the wrong thing? And probably I did, you know? You can never remember an event 100%, you know? But I will admit, I'm a person who will admit to my flaws, you know? Like, I don't subscribe to the mob mentality that everybody's perfect. There's nothing you need to change about yourself. But, sometimes as a kid, it would have been nice to have someone like defend me for once, you know? And all those teachers who were constantly meat munching just 24/7. I kind of like feel bad for them because, I feel like they had nothing better to do, and they're upset where their career led them, you know? There's nothing wrong being a teacher or stuff like that, but I feel like a lot of those type of people, they get into a career and like they don't love it, and it's obvious that they're just there for the paychecks. I think those people are the type of people to like, I think they need to be booted out, because in classes like that, you never excited to go into, you know? And I remember the teacher who did all that stuff to me, who every time there was a altercation, she wouldn't hear anything that was going on. All she cared about was there was a fight, and it always seemed to involve me, and I was the person who solely got in trouble, and that kind of stuff irked me. But you know, now I gotta say that it kind of like molded me into the person I am today. So if I could go back in time, I wouldn't change it. You know, I still think she's a dickhead, and one of my dreams.